So currently, the image you are watching over here is the user interface image of the Android Studio. So this user interface helps allow the user to design or develop a program for the application development with which the user can perform some action use on the particular mobile phone by using the Android coding. So here you can see that the interface is divided into various parts. The first one is the toolbar. All necessary action like copy, paste, find, etc. will run the application. Open the SDK is the software development kit manager and other tools. So software development kit basically is a tool that helps to execute and find the output what we have designed or what we have coded. So number one is the toolbar, and in the screen you can see the number two is the navigation bar. This show you the path of the file you are working on, give the address of the file where it is being stored, or give the address of the file that we're going to access. Number three is the editor window. This is a screen where you have all your files open and you can write the code, design the layout depending on the type. So whenever we create a new file, so we get two files of it. One is the XML file, that file which we use as a designing of the application, and one is a Java file that we use for the coding of the application. So whatever change you do in the coding, that change we can easily see in the XML file that show us that how our application look like. So both the files run parallelly. One file is the XML file and that we use for the designing, and one is the Java file that we use for the coding. So whatever you click on, that file will open. So you can see over here, right here, two files are open over here. The first is the XML file, but it is not clearly seen by you. But whenever we run that application on the system, you can easily find it. This one is the XML file, and this one is the Java file. Currently, Java file is open, and you can see the coding over here. So when we click on this XML file, you will see two mobile shape screen over here. One is a screen will show you the output in daylight. One will show you output in the night vision. Next is the tool window bar. This is the window consists of multiple options which you can expand on clicking on it. So you can either stress it or you can expand it depending upon whatever size you want. Fifth one is the tool window. Here you will see the options you have selected in the tool window bar. So whatever the option we click over here, the further pull down menu will open. From that you can select any option. And finally the status bar, you can check the status of your project, that whether it is executing some files. If it is executing, wait for some time, let the execution get complete. If it is not executing, then you can perform further operations. So in such a way, the user interface is divided into 6 components. So first project in Android Studio. So whenever we open the Android Studio on your computer after installation of it, so after installation of Android Studio, the very first screen you will get is such type of screen on your computer. After downloading of the Android Studio, when you install it, after 100% completion of installation, you will get an icon, or you get the Android Studio option in the program file. So you can click on either side, And after clicking on it, the very first window that you will see is a such type of format. So you have to start with the click on the start a new Android Studio project. Because we're going to start a new Android Studio project, you have to click on this particular option, or you can go to the file, then new project. After clicking on it, you got a new window, something like this. And here you have option of file, go to file, then new project. You can open the new project from there. So whenever you click on the new project, you get various options over there. The options are empty project, basic project. So we have we select the option of empty activity. We select the option of empty activity, and after selecting the option of empty activity, click on the next. After clicking on the next option, you have to give the name of your project. You can give any name of it. Here I mentioned my first application, so you can also write over there my first application. So whatever name you want to give, you can give that name over there, and automatically you get some package name over here. That package name almost related to this name. You can see over here, if there are some spaces over here, no problem, but there should not be any space over here. So it will come automatically. No need to turn, nothing can be done by your side. So you can write some other name or whatever you want, but this will remain as such. After that, check on to use our entire artifacts, and whatever location you want to save the file, you can give the location, or it will save at the default location. And after that, click on finish, and your application activity is being selected, and you will get a layout image of such particular type. Such particular type, you will get a layout image. So when we open or run it on the computer, then you will have clear view of it, that how we can perform it. There your option is, first option is Java. Sorry, application. Under the application, you have Java option, and the one option is RES, that is the resources. So when we click on the Java option under application, you will get the coding, and when we go for the resources, you will get over here the layout of that application. So first, be sure the project window be open. Select view, tool window and project, and the Android window is selected from the top down list at the top of the window, and click on application. I said that this is application option, and under application go for the Java, and this is the file. Whatever the file name you give over there, that file name come over here. Click over here, and you get option main activity. When you double click on the main activity, you will get such type of coding over here. So in this way, this is the main activity or the entry point of your application that you have entered into your application, and you can start designing the application. So our very first application will be our that we have to just write something on screen. So when you build and run the application, the system launches an instance of this activity and load its layout. So whatever you make changes in your coding, you can check how our coding will give the result on screen of the mobile that come under the layout. So to check the layout again, click on this application option, and under the application option, the second last option is RES, that is resources. Application, under application resources, under resources go to layout and select the option activity main.xml. So I told you earlier that XML file is a file that give us the design of our application. So whatever coding we have done, according to that coding, the design will develop, and with that designing, we can make some changes in the coding and make some changes in the design also. So we can increase the size of the text. We can change whatever written on the text. We can give some background over there. Whatever function you want to do, you can give over there. The XML file defines the layout of the activity user interface. It contains text view element with the text hello world. By default, you will see by default it is written over there hello world. So you can change on screen from hello world to something else. Let's say I want to type over there my first application. So I can change it over here by first application by changing the coding over here. By changing the coding, I'll change the text. This text automatically get changed. And again, go to application manifest and enter manifest XML. The manifest file describe the fundamental characteristics of application, define each of its component. What are the various components that I can use over here? So this is a little introduction about that how we can run our application in Android Studio. And let me start the Android Studio so that I can show how it works over there. So just wait for some seconds.